know, she's really quite sweet when you get to know her.
So am I.
Oh, well, the two of you should get on then.
Sorry, me and kids, no way.
Yeah, but Charlie, I would have said that about myself before I had Amy, honestly. Before I had her, I was the worst person you could think of to have a baby. I was worse than King Herod. But after I'd had her and I got to know her, well, something happened.
Well, it would do, wouldn't it? Because Amy's yours.
Yeah, well, she could be yours too. In a different sort of way.
Nah. Tried it, and it didn't work.
What, and there's nothing I can do to change your mind?
Plenty, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
But then I'd only change it back again once you got here. It's up to you. You want to move in? Great. Just talk to Amy and get her to make some other arrangements.
What's the matter?
Eileen.
Oh, what's she doing?
Oh, nothing. She was just going past, but, I mean, what do I say to her?
Oh, I think I've already said more than enough. Why do you have to say anything?
Well, do I offer my commiserations or just pretend nothing's happened?
Oh, I'm sure Eileen has quite enough to think about as it is. She won't be too concerned what you say to her.
Won't she? She can get very aggressive if she thinks you're not on her side.
Well, I hope you are on her side. I hope we're all on the same side. And anyway, she'll have gone now, so it'll be safe to go out.
All I'm saying is, if you're going to be staying out, could you let us know in advance, then we can be sure to be available to babysit Amy?
Well, you are available. Why wouldn't you be?
It's not a matter of why wouldn't we be. It's a matter of you being responsible for her.
It's not your mother's job to bath her and put her to bed every night.
What did I say it was?
You don't have to say it. If you're not here, she's no option.
It's not that I mind doing it.
Well, if you don't mind doing it, what's the fuss about?
The fuss is about you taking us too much for granted.
Oh, well, excuse me, but I thought that's what families were for. People you could take for granted would help you when you needed it. Right, well, we're going to the park for a walk, so that'll leave you free to do whatever you want. Where's Dad, anyway?
Oh, he's taking the dog out for a walk.
Right, well, when he gets back, could you ask him to stop in, because there's something I need to say to him. Well, I need to say to all of you, actually. Right. See you later.
So has he still not been in touch?
No,
Why don't you go and find him and ask him straight out what's going on?
because I know what's going on.
Do you?
Well, I didn't till yesterday, and then a kind neighbour explained it all to me.
I haven't got any change. They're all giving me 20s. It's like they're having a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to ask, did you get a Valentine's card, Fed?
No, I didn't, as a matter of fact.
Oh, well, happen he's up the card sending type.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, but he makes up in other ways, though, eh? Hey?
No.
All right, then. Thanks for the change. See you later.
Yeah, see ya. So, who was this kindly neighbour, then?
I'm not saying. But when I say kind, I mean cruel, heartless and interfering. It's hard to tell the difference sometimes. Streetcars.
Well, never mind what she's got to say to us. I think we should decide what we want to say to her.
Oh, I know what I'd say.
What?
If her child is here of a night time, she should be as well.
Oh, right. And what will you do then, when she doesn't take a blind bit of
Look,
notice?
there's no point in arguing amongst ourselves. It's Tracy we've got to say all this to. And let's be fair. She's not done a bad job with Amy.
No, she has.
She's had a lot of help.
And I'm sure that if we just let her know that staying out at night is unacceptable, we can put a stop to it.
And how did Eileen take it?
Oh, terrible.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could see the colour drain from her face, and she just turned round and walked off.
Well, I knew she was keen on him.
Yeah, but she's that sort, isn't she? I mean, she's liable to be keen on the first man who crosses her path. For all we know, she could have moved on to the next fella already. Hey, now, here's somebody who might be able to tell us.
Tell you what, I'll just take a paper, thanks.
Thank you.
How Eileen is, now Emily's told her the truth about Ed.
Ah, yeah, she did mention that somebody had said something. The truth about what, though? What she said to her?
Maybe Eileen wouldn't want that broadcasting.
That Ed is the man who killed Emily's first husband, Steve.
You what?
Yes, blasted him with a sawn-off shotgun.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's true.
Hiya. at her. She's adorable.
If I was 3, I might think so. As it is, I'll settle for a mum.
And you're not just doing this to, I don't know, prove who's boss or something?
You've been listening to Shelley.
No, I haven't. Right then. I better go and explain things to my family, and you know what?
What?
I'm gonna go absolutely mental.
I've just spoke to Norris.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, told me what it was Emily told you about Ed.
So now you know.
Well, at least you do as well. Oh, about him and what he did.
Is that supposed to be good?
Well, it's got to be, hasn't it? I mean, imagine if you carried on seeing him, or married him even, and then found out in like 5 years' time.
Or 10?
Huh?
Or 20? Or what if I never found out and I was happy all them years when I shouldn't have been? I mean, that would have been really awful, wouldn't it? Yeah, feel free to tell anyone because they're going to find out anyway.
Alrighty then. That's me on my dinner break.
Yeah, me too. See you later.
Yeah, bye, Eileen.
I'm off down the Rovers.
Yeah, OK, listen, do you want to know something about Eileen's fella, Ed, before you go? Something you will never guess in a million years?
If you turn him upside down, his head comes off. No? He's actually 2 little fellas, one on top of the other one's shoulders. Right, then what?
Oh, what's the weather? Told you, it's always raining when it is. It is going to be.
Kelly! Oh, hiya. Ellie said someone were looking for me. I thought it might be you.
We'll leave you to it, shall we?
Oh, no, wait. How are you doing?
I've got some money for you, right? Here, £23.
Oh, no.
Which is what you lent me, and I said I'd pay you back, which you probably didn't think I would.
Oh, but you don't have to, it's okay.
Yeah, but I do have to. I can't not do. I keep thinking about it. Here, just take it, please.
Well, all right, thanks.
I was determined to pay you back because you were that good helping me.
Oh, she's a shining example to us all. Though what of, we're not quite sure.
So, going for a drink then?
Well, yeah, we are, but it's kind of like a meeting, isn't it? Like a work thing, so, you know, isn't that right, Els?
Meeting? Yeah, you know, a meeting. Yeah. She's forgotten.
Oh, yeah. So I'd ask you to join us, but, you know, I can't, so... Well, good luck with everything and tap for money. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Who's she? Bye.
One. How much is she paying for this?
More than you'd think. Actually. It's more to the job than you'd think as well.
You expect me to believe that?
Do what you like.
Yeah, but you're saying not only does she fancy you, which I don't believe, but that she's paying you for it as well, which I doubly don't believe.
I'll show you.
Show me what?
Come on.
Oh, hi. I wondered if I could come in. I think we need to have a talk.
Yeah. Yeah, OK.
I just feel I owe you an apology.
What for exactly?
I think I did the wrong thing, telling you about Ed. What goes on between the two of you is no business of mine, and I should have left well alone. Only, of course, now that the cat is out of the bag, and I can't put it back in, can I? So all I can do is apologise.
It's not your fault what happened, is it?
The fact that you know about it is my fault.
Does Ed know that you've told me?
He certainly doesn't know from me.
Yeah, and I haven't told him. Haven't had the chance. Maybe he was going to finish with me anyway, and it's just coincidence that it happened now.
Possible.
But not likely. I'm going to make some coffee. Do you like one?
Are you sure she don't mind us being in here?
No, it's partly what she pays me for, keeping an eye on things. Especially on what's in here.
What is it?
Oh, it's just a little sideline Joe has going. Something your granddad doesn't grow in his back garden. Cannabis. Blow, grass, wacky backy. You've heard of it, haven't you?
Yeah, of course I've heard of it.
Right then. A few more weeks and this lot be worth a fortune.
Are we not having any dinner?
I thought I'd wait till after we've had this summit conference.
She's coming.
About time.
Sorry about that. It's just, she wouldn't let me leave until I'd read her a story, and you know how it is. Children come first, don't they?
Well, yes.
Oh, we're very glad to hear that, because that's all three of us, we've become, well, rather concerned about the way you've taken to staying out all night and simply taking it for granted that we will look after Amy.
Oh, right, so you're saying that you won't?
Oh, she's off again.
Look, I'm just asking a question.
No, we're not saying we won't. We're just saying we don't like being taken for granted.
So this is more about the way I'm treating you than the way I'm treating Amy, is it?
You can't
It's
talk
about the way you're spending more and more of your life somewhere else.
Well, right. So that's exactly what I want to speak to you about.
You do?
Well, I thought we were talking about it.
Well, what it is, see, is me and Charlie, we've been going out for a while now, and...
Meaning what? 3 weeks?
More than that. Anyway, long enough to know that it's serious, and...
Well, that's something else we might disagree about.
Well, I know that. So what I'm saying is we've been going out, and, well, we love each other. We want to live together.
Oh, dear.
After what he did to Shelley.
Why does everybody want to live together?
Look, what I'm saying is that children come first, don't they?
Well, yes, they should do.
That's what we're trying to tell you.
Well, you don't have to, because I agree with you. Children do come first, so... I think it would be wrong to uproot Amy from her home and the people she knows and take her somewhere she might not even like.
Yeah.
So, well, I think that I should move in with Charlie and that Amy should stay here.
What? You would leave your own daughter?
Did you ever hear the like?
So we're supposed to bring her up, are we?
We wanted you to do more for her, not less.
Have you not been listening to a word we've said?
Just hang on a minute. You're just shouting at me.
Because you need shouting at.
You know where Charlie lives, don't you?
Yes.
So I'm never going to be more than 100 yards away. I'll put Amy to bed at night. I'll come back first thing in the morning. I mean, she won't know the difference.
Yes, but we will.
I'm sorry, Tracy, this is just not on.
What, this is because it's Charlie, isn't it?
No.
Look, I'm not stupid. The reason there's a problem with this is because it's him.
No, it isn't.
It's because Amy is your daughter.
Well, I'm going anyway, whether you like it or not. So whether you look after Amy is up to you. Throw her out if you don't want her here.
Well, I don't believe it.
Why not?
Well, I just don't. I mean, do you?
Well, I know that Emily did have a husband who was killed.
Yeah, no, I know, I believe all that. What I mean is, I don't think murderers turn up years later to say, oh, just sort of pop by, you know, see how you're getting on.
Well, this one has.
Oh, rubbish.
All right, all right. Sure.
What?
Come on, you live with Eileen, you must know.
Well, I do, as it happens, but if you don't mind, I'd rather not talk about it.
Right, but you're not saying I'm wrong.
I'm not saying anything.
There.
Where? He's not saying anything.
Yeah, but he's not saying I'm wrong, which is the same as saying I'm right.
Oh.
Ed, that seeing Eileen is a murderer. He kills people. Shotguns.
No, he might have killed one person.
One. That we know of.
Have you spoke to this man, Betty? This Ed?
Well, only if you're counting ordering drinks.
Well, I've seen quite a bit of him, and I would have said that I knew him. Obviously, I would have been wrong. I'll tell you what, though, Betty. I think there's something terribly selfish about what he's done.
Well, I suppose he'd say, as a Christian, well, it was something that he felt he had to do.
Well, as a human being, I'd say that was the last thing on this earth he should have done. All right, he's sorry that he took somebody's life. So let him go and do something useful with his own life. Not come back here and upsetting poor Emily all over again.
Oh, it's a shame.
I've thought about this in the past. What would I do if I ever met Ernest's killer? And I thought, well, it would depend on what he had to say. But I always believed that if he was genuinely sorry, then I would accept that and I would forgive him.
But now what? You find you can't?
I can't. No.
Why not?
I don't know. The man's sincere. I'm not doubting that.
Neither do I.
I'm sorry. I'm telling you about someone you know far better than I do.
Yes, I do. And he's a sincere and a good man. So, go on, when you say that you can't forgive him, why not?
Last night, I had a dream in which I was watching a public execution. They put the noose around the prisoner's neck, and then, for some reason, they took his hood off, and I realised that it was Ed.
Hi. Oh, hello, Emily. Don't let me interrupt. I was just sat in the pub, and I thought, no, I don't want to be here anymore. Too many people, too much gossip. So I thought I'd just come home and have a nice glass of milk and read my magazine. Ignore me.
We will. So, how did you feel when you saw it was Ed they were executing?
Oh, pleased. Very pleased.
So far from being forgiving, what you really want is revenge.
Yes.
If she gets away with this, you'll have that child on your hands for good.
So how do we stop her?
I don't know.
I do. We play dirty.
Meaning what?
Say anything, even if you don't mean it.
Right, I'm going. But I will be back this afternoon to look after Amy, so all I'm asking is will you please look after her for a couple of hours, all right?
And then tonight, what happens then?
Well, I've already said.
Oh, yes, you'll be on Victoria Street while Amy stays here.
Yes, and I'll be back first thing in the morning when she wakes up. Oh, what is wrong with that?
You have to ask.
Well, what's wrong anyway is you won't be here when she wakes up. You'll just wander in when you feel like it, but that doesn't matter. We're used to that. But what's really wrong is you choosing to be round there with Charlie instead of being here caring for your child.
Yeah, but I will be caring for her. That is what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, I'll tell you something, shall I?
Oh, what? That I'm a rotten mother? Oh, you already have.
No, something else. If you do this, I promise, and your gran and your dad are witnesses, that I will make sure Amy gets to hear about it.
Amy?
Yes, Amy. Not now, but when she's old enough to appreciate what it all means, I shall sit her down and I shall tell her what you've done.
So will I, if I'm still around.
You don't mean that, Mum, because that is awful.
Not as awful as what you're doing. I mean it. I shall sit her down and tell her.
Yeah, well, if you do that, that will be a really rotten, mean thing to do, and I will never speak to you again.
Look, I think we're all just getting a bit carried away here.
No, I think she is.
Your mother is just trying to make you understand how seriously we view this.
Yeah, and I am trying to make you understand how serious this is for me. Look, I've met a man that I really want to be with, and he wants to be with me, and all we're asking is for a little bit of help from my family. My family should be pleased to see me with a little bit of happiness in my life for once, but oh no, what do I get? You trying to ruin everything for me. Well, I tell you something, you're not going to. Because I'm going to be with Charlie whether you like it or not. And whether you look after Amy, well, that's up to you.
Never met anyone so big-headed.
So what do we do now?
Nothing you can do. She's done exactly what she said. She's gone and left the child behind her.
Thanks for coming.
I'm not sure I've made things any better, have I?
Not really, no.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you need a hug?
Not right now.
Oh, well. It's there for when you do.
Why does everybody think that this thing that Ed did all them years ago changes everything?
What, for you and him, you mean?
Then you see, Ed thinks it matters too, which is why he did a disappearing act. He thinks like them, that I won't want to see him again. It's not true. In fact, I know it sounds crazy, but I want to see him more than ever.
So, is that your entire worldly belongings?
It's all I could manage.
And you haven't got Amy in there?
Charlie, can I just ask you, can you not even joke about Amy and mean about me having left her because, well, it wasn't easy?
Not everyone was in favour of them.
No, they weren't. You do want me, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do.
No, I mean really want me to live with you and to share everything with you.
Hey, come here, come here. Look, I know I've asked a lot of you. That you should come here without your daughter. And to be honest, I wondered whether you would. But you have. You've done it. And you've done it for me. How will I ever forget that?